at 40 laps around the Lakeside Speedway. Let's see who gets this $10,002 paycheck. It'll be Kate Dillard in the 97. It'll be Travis Sauer in the 1S down the front straightaway. We get set to go racing this time by Lakeside Speedway. It is now time. Here comes the Grant Junghans Memorial. It's showtime. Kate Dillard will take the lead from the inside of the front row in the 97 car. Dillard will lead in the back straight away. We'll see a couple of guys screaming around the top side. Nick Bittinger's one of them up there already. See how far they can advance through the field here. Dillard right through the middle of the Lakeside Speedway, and he will lead lap 1 in 97. Dillard in 97 down the back straight away. The 1S and Sauer. Myers in the wall for a second. Kurt Myers into the wall. Down the back straight away, Dillard down to the bottom of the speedway here in the 97. Sauer will roll around the top. Jason Hughes solidly third. Jake O'Neill and Jason Crone in the top 5 right now. Crone trying to roll around the outside here in 7th. Jason Crone on right to the middle. He went by Jake O'Neill. He's up to 4th, trying to bring Rodney Sanders with him in 20. Down the back straight away that time. It'll be Dillard in 97 again, right through the black, right through the middle. Sauer way up around the outside of the 1, and Jason Hughes lurking around the bottom in 12. It'll continue to be Dillard, Sauer, and Hughes. 1, 2. Jake O'Neill has gone back by Jason Crone. He sits 4th. Crone is 5th. 6th is Sanders. Stormy Scott 7th. Lucas Shot is 8th. 9th is the 20 RT, or was the 20 RT. Now it's the 16 of Austin Siebert and Thornton Jr. 10th and 20 RT. Kate Dillard driving away from the field here down the back straightaway. Jason Hughes getting racy with Travis Sauer, and Hughes taking a look. Hughes and Travis Sauer were side by side at the start-finish line this last time by. Into turn number 3, Hughes glued to the bottom of the racetrack. Sauer again to the cushion. This racetrack beautiful right now as they're side by side for second. Kate Dillard continues to lead. Thornton with trouble. Ricky Thornton Jr. is off the pace. Boy, we saw the 20 RT slow coming off of turn number 4, and Ricky Thornton has had a terrible night. Onto the infield goes last night's winner in the 20 RT. Kate Dillard down the front straight away. Sauer still holding up. Hughes 4th is to Jake O'Neill. 5th now is Rodney Sanders. Sanders has gone by Crone. Crone is 6th. Shot is 7th. Stormy Scott is 8th. Stormy now trying to roll around the outside. They're 3 wide down the back straight away. Here comes Stormy. Stormy Scott to the outside of the 7K and the 69. Both of them went by both of them. It'll continue to be the 97 of Dillard. Jason Hughes now 2nd and 12. Hughes has rolled by down to the inside of Sauer, and he's taken 2nd. He'll set his sights on your leader, Dillard. Coming Dillard, Hughes, Sauer, 1, 2, 3. Then it's O'Neill, Sanders. Scott is 6th. Stormy on the move. He started 10th. He is 6th now. Stormy Scott up to the 6th spot. 7th spot is Lucas Shot. 8th is Crone. 9th is Austin Siebert. We'll see who's 10th this time by. I believe it'll be Joe Duvall. Joe Duvall in the 91, and Terry Phillips in 75. Side by side. Phillips took the spot and the line in 75. Down the front straightaway continues to be Dillard, Hughes, Sauer. Sanders just went by O'Neill. They're door to door. Rodney's up to 4th. Rodney Sanders is now 4th. Jake O'Neill is 5th. Stormy Scott and Lucas Shot side by side. That's 6th and 7th. 8th is Crone. 9th is Siebert. 10th is Phillips. I tell you what, Nick Bittinger is up to 12th. He's roaring around the outside of the 3-car. Johnny Scott and Terry Phillips in a good battle here. He's down at 18th, trying to crack the top 10 early in 3. Oklahoma racer in search of career win 152 with the United States Modified Touring Series. It'll be Hughes' race to start. Ready to come back to green with 32 laps to go. Take off into turn number 1. He'll go back to the lead. Rodney Sanders going to try to sneak by Travis Sauer to the runner-up spot here. Sauer will fight back. Stormy Scott has gone by Jake O'Neill into the top 4. Let's see what happens here as they shake out down the front straight away. It'll be Hughes, your leader. Will Rodney Sanders be 2nd in the line? He and Sauer still side by side. Here comes Stormy. Stormy Scott again has gone to the 4th spot. He's going to make it a 3-car battle here for the 2nd spot here in a moment. Down the back straightaway, Lucas Schott into the top 5. O'Neill is 6th. 7th is Crone. Here comes Crone. Jason Crone now taking a look down to the bottom of the racetrack in the 7K. He's looking to the inside of Jake O'Neill as Hughes drives away in 12th. So Jason Hughes continues to lead. Rodney Sanders has edged by Travis Sauer now. Sanders will take second. Sauer back on the gas in 1. Travis Sauer and Rodney Sanders, a great side-by-side duel here for the runner-up spot here behind Jason Hughes, Stormy Scott, and now Lucas Schott. Schott glued to the bottom. Here comes Cool Hand Luke. Lucas Schott in 69 down to the bottom of the racetrack. He and Stormy Scott side-by-side. Again, Rodney Sanders will take that second spot away. He'll clear Sauer now down the back straightaway. He'll be able to set his sights on Hughes. Two of the all-time winningest in USMTS history. Run 1-2 right now. Jason Hughes, Rodney Sanders. It's Travis Sauer. Lucas Schott has cleared Stormy. Schott to 4th. Stormy 5th and 2. 6th will be Jake O'Neill. 7th will be Austin Siebert. 8th is Crone. 9th is Johnny Scott. Bittinger and Terry Phillips continue to run side by side for a top 10 run here. Down the front straightaway, Rodney Sanders beginning to run down Hughes just a bit for the lead. Down the back straightaway continues to be Hughes in 12. Sanders drawing closer and closer and closer in the 20. Rodney digging deep down to the bottom in 20. Third spot still Sauer. 4th is Schott. 5th is Stormy. A great three-car battle there. Down the front straightaway, Schott, Scott, and Sauer. 3, 4, 5 down the back straightaway. 6th is Siebert. Now Austin has gone by the 2T of O'Neill. He's 7th. Bittinger trying to get by Crone. Nick Bittinger now to 8th. Continue to run to the extreme top side here at Lakeside Speedway into the top 8 after starting 18th. Rodney Sanders now taking a peek down to the inside of Jason Hughes for the race lead. Hughes continues to run right to the middle in 12. Rodney Sanders a half a group lower, glued down to the bottom of the racetrack in 20. Let's see who leads this lap. They're side by side on turn number 4. It is almost a dead heat. Jason Hughes will continue to lead. Jason Hughes by 0.004 seconds was your leader. Sanders now going to try to take it away. Sanders to the bottom of the racetrack. Jason Hughes to the middle. Sanders with a better run this time. Into turn number 3. Rodney will lead in the line this time by in 20. It'll be Sanders. Jason Hughes coming back to the outside. Lucas Schott is clear. Travis Sauer now to 3rd. Your defending race winner started 8th. He has cracked the top 3 now in 69. Lucas Schott 3rd. Sauer trying to come back to the outside of him in the 1 car. They're side by side with the 3rd spot. Stormy Scott is still 5th. Austin Siebert is 6th. We're going to lose Kurt Myers in the 1M. Is night done. 6th is Siebert. 7th is O'Neill. 8th is Bittinger. 9th is Crone. And Johnny Scott still sits 10th in 1ST. Outside of the top 10, it's Vanderbeek, Phillips, Whitwell, Ramirez, Tim. And it's Duvall, Gustin, Crapser, Junghans, and Dodson. That is Matt Dodson. Then it'll be Striegel, Carrick, Town, DeVelbus, Batter, Johnson. The 85 of Dodson were missing, so he's no longer there. Down the back straightaway, we are about to get into lap traffic here. The 20 of Sanders by about 2 car lengths here over Jason Hughes. Hughes has gone to the top now in 12. See if Jason can get some momentum built up way around the outside as Rodney trying to drive away as he sees the back of the field. He's going to have to negotiate lap traffic here shortly. 22 laps have been scored, 20 to go with this 42 lap affair. Now just past the halfway point, 20 to go. We'll come back to the line with 19 to go this time by. Rodney Sanders continues to be your race-long leader. Hughes within striking distance. Schott, Sauer, and Stormy Scott still a good 3-car battle for 3rd. Austin Siebert up to 6th now in the 16, having a great night. Siebert is 6th. O'Neill is 7th. Bittinger still 8th. Johnny Scott and Jason Crone continue to round out the top 10. Rodney Sanders in lap traffic. He'll go by the 7J and put him a lap down. Chad Batter the next to the 173 in danger of going a lap down. Zane DeVelbus will be right in front of him. Rodney Sanders messing with lap traffic right to the middle of the speedway, and Jason Hughes has dropped to the bottom as well. He's going to try to sneak by. Going to try to go as quickly as Rodney does, so he has no lap cars between himself and your leader. Continuing to be Sanders, Hughes, Schott, Stormy Scott now has gone by Travis Sauer. Stormy rolling around the top side all of a sudden in the 2S car. Stormy Scott will make his way to the outside, and CB gets steal third back away from Lucas Schott in lap traffic. Stormy Scott and Lucas Schott side by side with the third spot as they work through lap traffic. Rodney is gone by Zane DeVelvis. Sanders now with a few laps of breathing room here in the 20. Rodney Sanders in 20. Jason Hughes with some company. Lucas Schott to his back bumper. The two of Stormy Scott's out there as well. Good three-car battle now for the runner-up spot. Meanwhile, Rodney Sanders is driving away up front in 20. Rodney Sanders has not run his modified a whole lot this year. Handful of starts in the mod as he's been focusing on the late model as much as he can. It'll continue to be Sanders, Hughes, Schott, Stormy Scott, and Travis Sauer still the top five. Siebert still sixth. Bittinger now seventh. O'Neill, Johnny Scott, and Zach Vanderbeek working on Jason Krohn. Lucas Schott now meanwhile at the front of the field. Schott taking a look to the inside of Hughes for second. Jason Hughes holding him off for the time being here at 12. Lucas Schott's right there down to the bottom of the racetrack. We've completed 29, working on lap number 30 this time. Lucas Schott edging closer to the inside of the 12 of Hughes. He may have stolen second. 30 laps in the books, 12 to go for Sanders in 20. Boy, Schott and Hughes, a great battle here for that runner-up spot down the front straightaway. Lansdowne will go down a lap here to Rodney Sanders in 20. Tim Carrick, the next driver. And a final driver on the lead lap right now. Sanders going to try to drive around him in 20. Carrick able to hold him off for now. Jason Hughes holding off Schott. Stormy Scott now going to go. Stormy Scott has gotten back up on the wheel in the two-car. That three-car battle for the runner-up spot. Still a great one here off turn 2. Rodney Sanders continues to be your race leader here in the 20. Tim Carrick will go down a lap. We are working lap number 32 with just 10 to go. 10 laps away from 10 grand is Rodney Sanders here in 20. It's still Sanders, Hughes, Schott, Scott, Sauer. Outside of the top five, it continues to be Siebert, Bittinger, Johnny Scott, Krohn, and now Vanderbeek. Zach Vanderbeek has snuck by Jake O'Neill. Jake O'Neill's 11th, R.C. Whitwell's 12th, Ryan Gustin's 13th from 30th. Ramirez is 14th, and we'll see who sits 15th to the start-finish line, I believe. It'll be Terry Phillips, and it's Jake Kim, Joe DeVol, Corey Kratzer, Matt Dotson, Chase Younghans, and Mike Striegel all on the lead lap. Lansdowne is down a lap, as is Tim Carrick, as is Zane DeVelvis, and as is Shad Batter. Those are the cars remaining on the speed area with less than 10 to go. This thing's been clean and green for the majority of the A-main, other than the Kate Dillard crash. As Sanders going to work, trying to put Chase Younghans a lap down, and he will slide to the inside of him. We have just scored lap 35. Rodney Sanders without a yellow or a mechanical failure. Looks to be in pretty good shape here as Jason Hughes has got his hands full with Lucas Schott still off turn at number 4. Hughes continues to hold on to second. Schott right there now in 69. Lucas continued to try to drive a little bit lower. Tim Carrick's going to have enough. Onto the infield goes the 1K as we are coming up on just 5 to go here. Rodney Sanders will come by the start-finish line that time with 5 to go. Lucas Schott. Rodney Sanders with 3 laps to go here in the Grant Junghans Memorial. Dotson, DeVol, and Kratzer, the next 3 drivers right in front of your race leader Sanders in 20. Rodney Sanders around the bottom of the speedway in 20. 2 more trips around. 40 in the books and 2 to go. Rodney Sanders will put Dotson a lap down, and the 88 will go to work on Joe Duvall as he will be set to see the white flag this time by. One more trip around the Lakeside Speedway. Rodney Sanders, 10 grand in his sights. Rodney Sanders right around the hub of the racetrack. Lucas Schott charging after him. Jason Hughes, Stormy Scott, and Travis Sauer still the top 5 down the back straightaway. Checkered flag will be out this time by. Into turn number 3, ladies and gentlemen, your second annual Grant Junghans Memorial champion, Rodney Sanders in 20. Lucas Schott will come home second. Jason Hughes, Stormy Scott, and Travis Sauer will be your top 5.
And gentlemen, he's on the front stretch. He's climbing out of the 20. Give him a hand, Rodney Sanders. Kaboom. You have not been behind the wheel of this mod a whole lot this year. We told the crowd earlier in the night, you've been focusing on the late model, obviously. When you jump behind the wheel of a mod, you've been running very well, but this right here, a big, big win for you.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Grant was a good friend of mine, and, you know, it's cool to win this race for him. But, you know, I got to thank everybody that helps me. I mean, we've been working our butts off lately, so I got to thank Brad and Randy and Wichita Tank Racing, Mesilla Valley Transport, Randy Timms with Western Flyer, Town Oil Field, MB Customs, just, you know, everybody. Chrome Farms. It feels good to get a win.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Talk about your season. Obviously, like we said, you've been focusing on the late model. You've been having a pretty good late model season, though, right?
Yeah, it's been so-so. I mean, the last, you know, I felt like had some, you know, better finishes than what we show for, but, you know, we've had some bad luck, but, you know, struggled at times, but I feel like we're kind of heading in the right directions with that. So, yeah, man, this really helps.
No doubt about it. The modified, obviously where you cut your teeth, you've had a lot of success in the mods. You're one of the all-time winningest on the series, no doubt about it. But to win this race, take the 10 grand away from it. You said Grant was a good friend of yours, a good friend of mine, a good friend of a lot of us. It's got to go right to the top of the list of wins you've had.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I love coming to this place. I mean, the racetrack was awesome tonight. It's one of my favorites. So it does. I mean, it means a lot. You know, I think ran 3rd or 4th last year and had a good run, and you know, I've always wanted to win this race, so it means a lot.
Talk about the race. You and Jason Hughes, of course, side by side for a long time. Did you see what happened to Cade there? We did not. So what happened to him up front, you know?
I don't know. It looked like either something broke or almost looked like he got in some kind of oil or something, but definitely something broke. It's you know, shame for him. I mean, he had a good car too. So I was hoping maybe we could get another MB Custom up front here, but it was a lot of fun tonight.
Pretty fun with you and Hughes for the lead there. The fans saw a great show.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was pretty good on the bottom, and I kind of rolled the lap car up top, and it felt pretty good, but I was running the bottom the whole time, and I was kind of waiting. I got pinned up a little bit in lap traffic, and I was waiting for Jason to come back roaring by, but it was, you know, a great race between him and I, and, you know, congrats to Lucas on his second place finish, so it was a good night.
There it is. Give him a hand. Your Grant Junghans Memorial champion, Rodney Sanders in 20. Sure. I know you want to win this thing for a second year in a row, man, but redrawing 8th and coming up to 2nd, you got to feel really good with that.
Yeah, we can't complain about that. Just to be back here and compete for the win again after starting 10th in our heat. We just didn't know what the night was going to bring, but we're happy to be here in 2nd.
You know, it's been one of those years for you. Last year, you were red hot at the end of the year. This year, you've raced a little bit less. Probably struggled early, but then this thing is coming around and coming around. A lot of big money races coming up. You're pretty good at the right time.
Yeah, we're just, you know, it's a little different car than last year. We've just been playing around. We've got a lot of seconds. Everyone thinks, you know, we're not good because we're not winning, but we've got 8 or 9 seconds this year. So we're not slow. We're just finally starting to race more, and September should be a big month.
How about a late race yellow in this? Would you have been licking your chops? You think you had anything for him?
No, I was fine with it. I'm usually not good on restarts, so I didn't know if I'd pick the bottom or top, so I was happy with 2nd.
There it is. Give him a hand. Lucas Schott 2nd in 69. Great run for the 12 car. I said to Rodney down there, you and him had a great race. This crowd saw a great show for the lead.
Yeah, we run pretty good there for a little while. Had a really good car when we took off and just kind of taking it easy, but I was a little tight, and it just got worse as the race went. So we need to go back to work, don't we?
Maybe a little bit, right? Your eyes get a little wide when Cade had some trouble over there, and all of a sudden you inherit the lead?
I seen him go in the corner, and it looked like something broke. His car just turned sideways on him, and I was just trying to make sure I missed him.
Yeah, no doubt. Tomorrow night, Salina, you're familiar with that place. Should be fun tomorrow.
I hope so. I'm ready to see home.
Give him a hand, Jason Hughes. Third in 12. Battle right outside of the top three with you and a couple other guys was pretty fun. You were really good at the top early, then kind of settled in through the middle. This race car was good to you again tonight.
Yeah, we were pretty good. We went a little too deep on our tires, and I figured that after they formed it, it might have been all right. But after looking at the right rear, I chewed her up pretty good. So I think that was probably kind of why we evened out. But earlier, yeah, we had a really awesome car, and I thought we were going to probably have a shot to get up there and fight with Rodney. And then I kind of just got behind these guys and got to racing with them and slid a little too much. But no, hats off to Rodney and them. Good job. Got to thank all my sponsors again, everyone, and we see if we can get us one tomorrow.
On to tomorrow. There it is, Stormy Scott. Fourth in 2 in that race. You had not won a USMTS race, but it's coming. We told you that in Aberdeen a couple of nights ago. You ran really well in Mason City on Sunday. You got to feel really good with the top 5 at this thing.
Yeah, I just feel fortunate to be able to race and do this. There's a lot of people that don't get the opportunity to, travel and do what I'm doing, and I just thank Scott Benson and everything he's did to help me run this deal. And we had a pretty good car. It was a little free right away, and when it started getting good, I hit the cush in 1 and 2 a little hard, and it packed the right rear plumb full of mud, and with about 15 to go, and I was just hanging on, hoping something wasn't going to break. So,
still top 5 run, really good.
Yeah, anytime up on the front stretch talking with you guys, I'll take it.
There it is, Travis Sauer, 5th. Eric Ramirez finished 12th. Normally we don't talk to 12th place finishers, but tonight we're gonna, because a $2,500 bonus goes to Derek Ramirez tonight in memory of Natalie Crone. You probably know this or have heard this already. The Junghans family, the Staley family, at $2,500 extra for coming home 12th. You'd finish 12th every night for that, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. I guess it's a good night to do that. I got to thank all them guys for putting up the money. It's pretty special, the people we got in the race, and everybody's really nice, and they care about the racer, and Grant was a good guy, and we really miss him.
Yeah, talk about this race. Of course, you want to win it. Everybody wants to win a memorial race for a friend of yours that has passed away, but what a giant crowd tonight. What a great field of cars. This is just a good one tonight.
Yeah, it's always a good turnout for Grant. He was a good guy. Everybody liked him. He didn't have any enemies, and he was a good friend to everybody's.
There it is. Give him a hand. Derek Ramirez, your bonus winner.